We welcome you to Gates Mills, Ohio and Weber Stadium, where tonight the Gilmour Academy Lancers host your Benedictine Bengals to open up the 2026 campaign. It's a new era of football at Benedictine as new head coach Matt Wilson, class of 2002, takes over and hopes to return the Bengals to glory. Tonight, in a rematch of last year's Week 1 Instant Classic, the Bengals will hope to take the first step on a run to Canton. The pursuit of the 9th football state championship in school history begins right now, and we'll have every second of it here on the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network. Welcome up to our broadcast perch here at Gilmour Academy alongside Zach Gade. I'm Patrick Floyd. So excited to be back with you. Another football season is finally underway. It is an electric one tonight at Gilmour Academy. It is bright out here, as you guys can tell behind us. We're excited to get another football season underway. All right, Zach, last week we played Gilmour in Week 1. It was a great game. We're going to go ahead and take a look at a recap of last year's game against Gilmour Academy, which the Bengals won in a thriller. Well, Zach, obviously everybody remembers the game got started with Tremel Reese taking the kickoff to the house to start the game. What an incredible moment.
I know. You can't start a season better than that, Pat. It's just a great way to get the boys fired up and ready to go for the season ahead.
And then Gilmour's first offensive drive, Jonathan Spikes with a huge interception. Looked like the Bengals had all the momentum to start the game.
Yeah, Spikes, what an amazing player from last year. Obviously tough to lose him, but that was a great play, a great way to start the season on defense as well.
Gilmour did get it going, though, to tie the game. Eventually, it was Sean Patron who graduated to Bruno Cook, who we will see tonight. He missed most of last season with an injury, but a touchdown to tie the game. Then, no action in the second. We skip halfway through the third. Caden Forte picks up his first varsity touchdown, gives the Bengals a 7-point lead. He had a great game.
Yeah, Caden Forte, a guy you really want to look out for today for the Bengals. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with this season.
Following that, Gilmour got it back. Nathan Lennon took a handoff to the house, and Nathan Lennon is going to be another guy to look at tonight. A state championship in multiple track events. We'll talk a little bit about that later in the show. And then a crucial point in this game, Gilmour missed the PAT, giving the Bengals a 1-point lead, 14-13.
Yeah, obviously a tough spot for them, then have to go for a 2-point conversion late in the game.
And then we'll see here Corday Blair plowing through. Not sure how he got through there, but he takes it to the house. That gives the Bengals an 8-point lead, which proved to be crucial later in the game. And then Gilmour was not done fighting yet, as we know. CJ Santagata was able to take this one to the house. Just an incredible breakaway run. Again, we won't be seeing CJ Santagata. Gilmour was forced to go for 2. Now here's the play. Patron rolls out. He overlooks Dunleavy and goes to Santagata, who drops the ball, as you'll see right here. Benedictine held a 2-point lead. Now, Gilmour was able to get the ball back and a chance to drive down the field and win the ball game. And everybody remembers this play right here. Ready to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Dom Dunleavy, and he dropped the wide open pass. Could have potentially taken that to the house.
Yeah, it was a crucial play, Pat. Obviously could have won the game for the Lancers there, but just unfortunate and steal that one.
So the Bengals escaped with a victory 21-19. Now, you look at the Bengals' schedule this year, and they've got a tough Cardinal Mooney team replacing that Lutheran East spot on the schedule. And then you also look at a team like St. Ignatius, who lost to Avon by 1 point last night, and it looked like they were going to win that game as the Gilmour Lancers come onto the field to a round of applause from their crowd. I have to say, Ignatius could be a tough game, and Mooney could be a tough game. You don't want to say that this is a crucial game in Week 1 of the season, but it almost is. If you lose to this Gilmour team, that severely hurts your playoff chances at the end of the day.
Yeah, this is one of those games where you have to win to give yourself a chance later in the season to make the playoffs, to get a deep run, just start your season off hot.
So a couple players to look at for the Bengals are going to be Caden Forte starting at running back, and we have also got Gio Iacampo returning at quarterback. He had a great year last year. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, Gio Iacampo had a solid season last year. 1,300 passing yards, 14 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. He's a multi-sport athlete, also ran a couple touchdowns. Going to use his legs a lot today, I assume. And then Coach Wilson said that he's becoming a driving force for the offense, one of the team's most respected leaders.
And then we'll take a look at Nathan Lennon, as we mentioned, for Gilmour. He's going to be a guy to watch.
Yeah, Nathan Lennon, state champion, the 100, 200, and 4x1 relay. Personal best 100 time of 10.68 seconds. He's going to be all over the field. Every time he touches the ball, a chance to go to the end zone. Got to contain him today.
All right, we've got a fun one coming up from Weber Stadium. Stay right here. You're watching the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network. Off here and powering up the middle. What a nice run! It's Earl Jackson who takes it to the house. He finds a hole! Reese! Near side! He's gone! Touchdown, Benedictine!
A new opportunity for us to be grateful. A new opportunity for us to recognize the gift of your presence. Keep us free from injury. And above all, help us to continue to grow in your presence. Bless our soul communities, both Benedictine and Gilmour, our coaches, our parents, and all who nurture and support us throughout the gift of life. May we play tonight's game with dignity and respect, knowing that you have given us these gifts and that you are present in our midst. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Please understand and now honor our nation with the same respect to the brave men and women serving our wonderful country with the flag of our national anthem. Thank you.
All right, so we welcome you back to Gilmour Academy Weber Stadium here in beautiful Gates Mills, Ohio. What a beautiful campus. Finally ready to get the 2026 high school football season underway. It is a sweltering 79 degrees here in Gates Mills at game time. That's what you get in week one. We're playing football here in August before school even gets underway.
Yeah, it's going to be great here, Pat. Just one thing about the heat, don't want to see a lot of cramping as we saw last year.
I know, last year that was a major issue with cramping, and we hope that we don't see that again this year because that game just took forever.
Yeah, it really dragged along there, Pat, and a lot of fans weren't happy about that. It was a great game, but when it goes that long, it's not fun.
And so it'll be the Lancers back to receive. Bengals will kick off with Nate Majors, the now junior. We're going to have to get used to that a little bit, punter and kicker, who was so good for Benedictine last year. As always with our first broadcast, had a couple kinks to work out, but we finally got here just in time on the air, as we always do for you guys at home. Thanks for joining us here, Friday Night Lights, Week 1. Nate Majors lines it up, kicks it away. We're underway in the 2026 football season. End over end kick takes a bounce at the 16-yard line. Gilmour taking it towards the outside, and it's a good return. Finally hit big. But for the Lancers on the return, Ryan Wade, the junior wide receiver DB. So it'll be the Lancers starting at the 33-yard line. They're led out here by junior quarterback Tyler Posguy. He's alone in the backfield here when the Lancers line up. Motion in the back. Pitch to the runner. He's going to find this outside, and he's got space. Running up the near sideline. He's still going. Taken down finally by Cam Hill, and the Lancers are already into Bengal territory after the first play. It's a good carry by Nathan Lennon.
Yeah, as we noted here early, Pat, Nathan Lennon got to keep him inside the tackles. Can't let him get outside like that. He has home run speed. Everyone knows it.
I mean, when you're a state championship in track in so many aspects, that's to be expected. But the Lancers offense, as we understand, they're going to heavily rely on the run, and that's what they're doing here so far. Obviously with a big play to open up the game. Motion here again. This time another, it's a quarterback keeper, and taken down quickly. A flurry of tackles and Bengals in there, but probably no pickup at all for the Lancers.
Yeah, I think, Pat, we're going to see a lot of QB reads with the Lancers, a lot of misdirection by their offense here early. Maybe just a little miscommunication on that one.
So a gain of 1 on the play. Second down and 9. And the fumble on the play, Lennon running backwards, dragged to the ground by Owen Slemps and Antoine Livingston. And a huge defensive effort from the Benedictine Bengals. It'll be 3rd and long for Gilmour now.
Yeah, that's a huge early blunder by the Lancers. Lennon just can't corral the snap. Goes back for 15 yards. Put him in 3rd and long. Obvious passing situation. See if the Bengals get home here and get a turnover on downs.
It's going to be about 3rd and 19. So a incredibly tough situation for the Lancers here. And we've yet to see them attempt to pass. Post guy hands it off again on 3rd and 19. Lennon is wrapped up by Livingston. And Zion Walker in there on the play as well. That'll set up 4th down, and now it's decision time for the Lancers. It almost seems a little bit too short to punt, but too long to kick a field goal.
Yeah, it looks like QB is heading back out there. They're going for it here on 4th down.
It's 4th and 11. A tough play for the Lancers. Post guy under center, fakes the handoff. He's going to look to throw here. Tries to go over the middle, overthrown, intended for Bruno Cook, and it's a turnover on downs. Bengals are getting it back here.
Yeah, it's good defense there by Antoine Smith, blanketing his guy across the field on a crossing route. It's really good defense there.
So we're receiving word that some of you at home have received some technical difficulties with our pregame show, and we apologize for that. Apparently we're back from what I'm hearing, so apologies for that, everybody. A little recap of the first drive. Nathan Lennon, huge run to get into Bengal territory, but then nothing much from there for Gilmour. All attempted runs, lost yardage, ended up with a 4th and 11 and then an incomplete pass there to Bruno Cook. It's a good job by the Bengals to stifle that Gilmour momentum that they got on the first play. 1st and 10 here for Iacampo. He's going to fake the handoff to Caden Forte and run it himself. That's not going very far. Tackled in the backfield. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Yeah, just a little QB read option there. Gio Iacampo decided to take for himself. Not a good decision as Lancers are all over that.
Second and 16. Iacampo to throw. He goes towards that far side, and he's taken down immediately. Catch was made by Michael Shropshire, the junior wide receiver. And so now a 3rd and long for Benedictine. Neither offense doing much here on the first drive of the game.
Yeah, I'm a little curious here if the Bengals are going to just hand over the rock and with the run here on 3rd down or try and go deep, get the 1st down.
3rd and 15. Iacampo in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks towards the near side. He's got a man and it's caught. Running towards the near side, I believe that's Kellen Whaley, the sophomore. Let's see how far he got, but he's close to the marker. They're going to mark them short, 4th down. So now it's decision time for the Bengals.
Looks like they're standing out there on the field too.
That's right. It's 4th and about 4, I would say.
This is a very aggressive call, I'd say, here from the Bengals.
Scoreboard says 4th and 1. I disagree looking at these chains. Iacampo, Gilmour jumps. That's a flag, and it'll be an automatic 1st down.
Oh, they're here. Danielle with you?
Offsides on Gilmour. Automatic 1st down for the Bengals, or at least it should be.
Yeah, only because the lady at the end.
So here's Iacampo in the shotgun. He's got the running back Forte to his left. He's going to hand off to him. A little bit of confusion, but Forte breaks free through the middle, plowing forward for a 1st down. Caden Forte's first run of the game is a successful one.
Yeah, Caden Forte, what a special runner with the ball. He's just so patient, great vision to find holes.
We have a flag thrown on the Gilmour sideline.
You're more worried about Danielle than
I believe there might have been something with Gilmour players coming too far onto the field.
I believe it's just a warning, first time.
Warning. Gotcha. Okay, 1st and 10 for Benedictine. The scoreboard says 1st and 46. Not sure why that is. Iacampo in the shotgun again. It's Forte behind him to his left. The snap, fakes a handoff, throws to the far side. It's caught by James Jackson. He breaks free. He has some space on that far side, cuts back up towards the middle. James Jackson, what a run! And the Bengals are just outside of the red zone.
Wow, great run there by Jackson. Didn't see a lot of him on offense last year, more so defensive player, but that was great first catch for him of the season.
And it's interesting to see. A little bit of the change up here with Coach Wilson this season is that everybody has one position. You're not going to see a lot of guys playing on both sides of the ball most of the time. So we're seeing Kellen Whaley on offense we've never seen before. We're seeing James Jackson, and that's an incredible pickup. Iacampo still in the shotgun here. Just one wide receiver here on this near side. Trips on the far side. High snap. Fumbled a little bit by Forte. He's able to stay with it and run for another Bengals 1st down. And the Bengals have a 1st and goal now inside the Lancers' 10-yard line.
Yeah, Pat, this is something I wanted to see early by the Bengals, being able to run the ball consistently, dominate the offensive line. It's just a great way to start the game and set yourself up for success later.
And what a way to recover. You get yourself to 4th down, a couple of bad plays, but the Bengals have looked almost perfect since then. Iacampo takes the snap. Hand off to Forte. He's wrapped up immediately. A loss of yardage on the play. Tom Dunleavy on the tackle. Sets up a second and goal, but it is about 14 yards
I always
out.
y'all space out like every 30 seconds. There's nothing to sit down. That works.
Here's the snap. Hand off to Forte. Running up the middle, spinning through. He's going to get Oh, he's still on his feet. And I believe he's in. Touchdown, Benedictine. Caden Forte stays on his feet, powering through for a touchdown.
Wow, Pat. Caden Forte, what a special player. Just being able to stay on your feet off of that, spinning around the tackle, just beautiful run.
That was incredible. I thought he was down for sure. I thought it would be about 3 yards to go, and Forte somehow just broke free there, and what a start to this game by Caden Forte alone.
Yeah, he's really going to be heavily relied on this season, especially in the run game department. Maybe a little bit of pass out the backfield, but great start for his season.
On the PAT for Benedictine, Brooks Liebel will be the snapper. It will be Owen Slemps the holder, and Nate Money Majors as the kicker. A chance to extend this Bengals lead to 7-0 early. And our guy Kyle is back there behind the field goal post to catch it. Low snap, Slemps able to corral it, Nate Majors drills it. And I gotta say, what a nice job by Owen Slemps there. The snap was low. Owen Slemps with a little bit of a first baseman pick, still able to get it down on the block. That's an incredible job.
Yeah, Owen Slemps has been doing those holding duties for 4 years now. He's
Even
used
for
to
me
it.
back in the day.
Even for you, Pat, but he's got it down.
And this is like NDCL, as you mentioned before the pregame show. We can't see anything. The sun is just blinding. But honestly, what a great first drive. A lot to be happy about there if you're a Bengals fan.
Yeah, a lot to be happy about. You established a great run game with Caden Forte, made a nice little pass to Kellen Whaley, get you in 4th and manageable,
And
make
James
the aggressive
Jackson.
call. James Jackson, great catch. I love the aggressive nature of this new coaching staff.
So Gilmour will get their second offensive drive going. First one sputtered out on a turnover on downs in Bengal territory.
Still the same? Is there potential for more?
Majors to kick it back away again. 5:44 left here in this first quarter of action. Majors boots it deep. It'll be taken in. Actually, no, it will go right out of bounds, which will place Gilmour at about the 16-yard line. Correction, way further down than that. It'll be about the...
It's a kick out of bounds there, Pat. They should get the ball spotted here at the 40-yard line.
There, Mama.
It's locked in.
It looks like it's going to be the 35. Still getting into the swing of things here. Oh. So it'll be Gilmour's offense starting from some confusion down there with the chains as well. They place him at the 35-yard line. Quarterback Tyler Post guy back out there for the Lancers. We only saw him attempt one pass. That was to Bruno Cook. Now, Bruno Cook missed. He played only 3 games last year. He got injured and missed most of the season. And you hate that for him because in those 3 games, he had incredible statistics. Here's a run, wrapped up. Marquise Norman takes Nathan Lennon down in the backfield.
Yeah, Marquise Norman, one of the only senior defensive linemen on the outside. He's got to have huge presence this season. That was a great job there, stuffing the run.
And so they lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Pose guy under center again. Motion here. They're going to hand it off again. And now a pitch back to Lennon. He finds some space towards that Bengals sideline. That'll set up 3rd and about 4.
Yeah, Pat, I think we're going to see this all day here. The little read option, pitches, everything misdirection in the backfield for the Lancers.
It'll be 3rd and 5. Ball spotted on the 40-yard line. And again, the Bengals defense, aside from that one big play to start it, has been very good as well.
Bengals have the linebackers up here.
Motion from Dylan Serby. Gilmour will take a timeout. A little bit of miscommunication there for the Lancers. They have to take a timeout, burning one here in the first quarter. Wow, what a quick start to this game. A lot to take in so far.
Yeah, a lot, Pat. Lancers came out hot, stalled their first drive. Bengals come down, score pretty easily.
And honestly, with a team that had offensive struggles last year, you saw the Akron East game. Everybody knows about it. Only 7 points on the board. That's a promising start for sure.
Yeah, we definitely saw glimpses of stuff like that last year, but most of the time it was a lot of stalled drives and rough 3 and outs.
Yeah,
so you
correct.
love to see that start the season. We just got to see if they can continue with that.
So 3rd and 5 for the Lancers. They'll try again here. The ball on the 40-yard line. Quarterback under center again. A pitch back to Nathan Lennon. He tries for the sideline. He's going to get the first down, still on his feet, past the 50-yard line to about the 48. First down, Gilmour.
Yeah, just a late little shift by the Bengals D-line to the opposite side of the pitch. Kind of cost them a little bit of strength there.
Yeah, that shift definitely was late, as you mentioned, coming pretty much right before the snap. And you're right. I mean, Gilmour took advantage of it and took the other way. Important to mention, the Bengals have just 2 freshmen on their varsity roster. We have number 36, Giovanni Williams. He's a running back. They call him JoJo. That's definitely a player to look out for. We'll see if he gets some time in this game. And it looks like we might have had a flag on the play that we missed. Because they are moving. No, yeah, there was. They're moving Gilmour to the 35-yard line. And obviously the backup kicker, Caleb McGuire, on the roster as well. For the Lancers, I mean, there's more freshmen on the roster than seniors. There are a lot of freshmen now. I don't know how many of them are going to actually see time in this game, but definitely more of a veteran presence on the Benedictine side of things. 1st and 10, fresh set of downs for the Lancers. Pose guy under center, brings Serby in motion. He's going to hand it off here to Dunleavy, and he's wrapped up and taken down by a swarm of Bengals. Now let's see who's at the bottom of it.
I believe that was Gabe Dolan at the first hit there.
And Brennan O'Connell was down there as well with the initial assists. 2-yard gain makes it 2nd and 8.
The Lancers coming out more of a spread formation here. First time we've seen this all day.
Motion from Lennon. He's going to pitch to Lennon. Lennon towards the Lancers sideline, and he's wrapped up by Cam Hill. And that'll set up a 3rd and 5. Cam Hill, obviously Division I offers from Miami of Ohio. Missed a lot of last season with an injury, but talk about a guy that you love to have back right now. Already with 2 tackles in this game. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Can't wait till the sun goes down.
But this is right about where the drive sputtered out last time.
Yeah, this is a huge down here for the Bengals, as well as the Lancers.
Post guy under center. Multiple backs in the backfield. It'll be Lennon, and he's wrapped up immediately. Dontrell Wilson initially jumped right on him. And so that'll set up a 4th and 4. No gain on the play, and Gilmour's going to... Looks like they're going to go for it again.
Yeah, same aggressive nature here. Go right back at it, not afraid of what happened the first time. Kind of like to see that from the Lancers.
So now on 4th and 4, just above 2 minutes left here in this quick first quarter of action. A packed house here at Weber Stadium. We're going to have another timeout taken by the Lancers. They've burned 2 here in the first quarter. Well, Zach, we scrimmaged Gilmour, and by we I mean the soccer team, a couple weeks ago. We lost 1-0, unfortunately, but in the news of soccer, took down Brush last night 3-0. A great win. Coach Angel Camargo's first win. That was an exciting night for the program. I know we've got other fall sports going on. How's golf going? You want to give us a little bit of update on that?
Golf's going pretty decent, I'd say. A lot of freshmen coming in. Future of the program's looking great. But this season, a little bit of stalling here in the early tournament season, but we're looking to get at it here in the matches as they come in after school, only 9 holes.
Well, you know what they say. I mean, the right time to get hot is playoff time. So
that is true.
I was surprised when I came to Media Day to see so many guys.
I know.
A lot of freshmen.
A lot.
A lot of freshmen.
Hey, golf's the new sport.
It must be.
It's hot.
It must be. Just under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Lancers coming back onto the field with just 1 timeout left after taking 2 of them. Post guy looking towards the sideline. He'll set up under center again. No receivers out wide here for Gilmour. Another pitch to Nathan Lennon. He's trying for the sideline, and I believe he's going to be taken out of bounds before the line to gain. We'll wait for a call from the referee. They're going to give him the first down. And pretty apparent early on, entire offense runs through Nathan Lennon.
Yeah, the Bengals know what the Lancers are going to do every time. It's just a matter of, can you stop it? Can you contain the edge? But then also, can you be ready for a run up the middle every now and then when they sprinkle one in?
Lennon under center again. Again, the receiver's close to the line. Motion from Serby. Handoff Dunleavy. Norman able to, I think that's Norman. Yes, drags him down with one hand. Marquise Norman. We lost him for part of last year. Combination of injury and transfer rules, but a full season of Marquise Norman sounds pretty exciting to me.
Yeah, Marquise Norman. Love the guy. He puts in a lot of work. He's just overall great teammate, great guy. Just love to see it.
Lancers knocking on the doorstep here with a 2nd and 5. Under a minute left to go here in this first quarter of action. It's going to be post guy rolling out. Norman again takes him down. Not much of a gain there.
Yeah, another great play by Norman, not getting fooled by the read option, holding his edge, holding his line, and pulling down post guy.
So now 3rd and 5, 20 seconds left. Quite possibly the last play here of the first quarter. He'll take his time, and I believe they're just going to let the clock run out. That's going to do it here for the first quarter of action. As that weird siren goes off, one of a kind. We're going to step aside and take a break. At the end of the first quarter, it's the Benedictine Bengals 7 and the Gilmour Academy Lancers. Stay right here. You're watching the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network. We welcome you back to Gilmour Academy, start of the second quarter here. The Bengals lead this one 7-0. Gilmour with a chance to get on the board, though. Just inside the red zone at the 19-yard line of the Bengals. Third and 5. Here's the snap. Host guy. Flip here to Nathan Lennon. And he's going to stay inbound. Touchdown, Gilmour. Nathan Lennon, the senior running back. He's been burning the Bengals all night long. And absolutely no surprise, tiptoeing along that sideline for the touchdown.
Yeah, we talked about it. You got to keep Nathan Lennon inside the tackles. Even with these pitch plays, you got to set the edge. Can't let him get outside like that.
And we saw the replay there. What an impressive run. Just what an impressive run. And Nathan Lennon, he's an athlete. We've been saying it. So now PAT attempt for the Lancers. The quarterback, post guy, will be the holder. The kicker will be number 86. Correction. Number 36, Frankie Suster, Jr. Snap hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So this game is tied at 7 after the first play of the second quarter. And Nathan Lennon is going to be your guy to stop.
All right, Pat, this is the first time the Bengals face a little bit of adversity, not much, but just a little bit. See how they respond here in this drive.
Zach, the issue with being here so early in the season, sun goes down later. We're going to have to deal with it for the entire first half.
Hey, the picture's going to be great, though. That's what the players are telling you.
That's right. That is a good point. And we've got our guy Leo Yane down on the sideline. He provided that beautiful drone shot at the beginning of the telecast. And we're excited to have him on our photo video crew this year down on the sidelines. Bengals return team back out onto the field. Guy to watch right there, Tremel Reese. Obviously, Tremel Reese last year had a kickoff return against this very team.
Yeah, Tremel Reese is very dangerous with the ball in his hands. Just get the blocking right. Coach Wilson was special teams coordinator last year.
That's right.
A lot of success with the special teams last year. I want to see if we can see more of that this year.
So Reese is back in the middle with Antoine Smith and Earl Jackson up in front of him. And they do a squib kick. Kellen Donnelly with some trouble, but he's able to fall on it. And so the Bengals with good starting field position here. Interesting, they lined up with the ball flat like this. Like, obviously you guys can't see what I'm showing Zach here, but the ball was flat on the ground instead of normally propped up in a kicking position. So, an interesting attempt, and it almost worked, but Donnelly did a good job of being able to corral that right there. Bengals offense will start at the 39-yard line with a 1st and 10. Trying to rebound from the Lancers score. Ike Campo will line up in the shotgun. This time it's Earl Jackson in the backfield for Benedictine, and not only did Forte play a big role for the Bengals last year, so did Earl Jackson. And here's a handoff to him. He finds a hole, and Earl Jackson is free along the sideline. Can he go the distance? Yes, he can. Touch, no! Ref waved him down.
They're saying he stepped out of bounds at around the 8-yard line, Pat.
Oh my goodness, I thought for sure he went the distance. And what a start for Earl Jackson.
Yeah, he provides the speed that Kane Forte doesn't, even though Kane Forte is still a fast guy, but Earl Jackson can fly, as you just saw.
So they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal. What a start for Earl Jackson. Jackson now to the left of Iacamp on the shotgun, flag thrown. It's going to be a false start. False start against the offense. So that'll push the Bengals back. So there'll be 13. Again, I don't know if I believe. Yeah, okay, it is. 13 yards out. Scoreboard's been a little dicey so far in this one. Jackson to the left of Iacampo in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Earl Jackson. Tries to find another hole, but a big hit, and it's Nathan Lennon on defense making the plays. And I guess one man does it all for these Lancers.
Yeah, he certainly, it seems as though he's been all over the field to start this game.
The snap, handoff to Earl Jackson, and he's wrapped up immediately. A loss of yardage on the play. So now the Bengals find themselves in a tough position. 3rd and 11. 3rd and goal, but 11 yards out. In what was such an electrifying moment, Earl Jackson thought he was taking it to the house, and then all of a sudden, it'll be 3rd and 13 now. Motion from Shropshire, the snap, handoff Jackson, wrapped up by Nathan Lennon. Excuse me, that is not Lennon. That is going to be Grant Boucher.
Yeah, Pat, I'm not sure I love those 3 calls going 3 straight runs again to Jackson.
And so it'll be Nate Majors lining up for the field goal. It's going to be a 33-yard field goal for Nate Majors. Snap, hold is down, kick is up. It is no good. And something I noticed there on the hold, it looked like the laces were pointing towards Majors. A little bit hard to tell from this vantage point, but could have been an aspect in that. But the kick is no good, and the Lancers are going to take over at their own 16-yard line.
Yeah, it's just an unfortunate series of events. Going from, you think, a big play scored to missed field goal down in the red zone. Just unfortunate for the Bengals. See if they could get a stop here on defense, give them good field position on the way back.
So the Lancer offense taking back over with hopes to take the lead after going down 7-0 in this one. Pose guy under center, Lennon in the backfield, pitch to Lennon. Hit into and eventually dragged down by Devon Powell of the Benedictine Bengals. He was hit first by it was Antoine Livingston, that's right. I was just looking at my sheet, looking at the wrong side. Zach, help me out. So 2nd and 10, I believe, yeah, no gain on the play, no loss. That's just a really nice job. And at what point do you just really start anticipating pounding it to Nathan Lennon? It'll be another handoff. And wrapped up quickly. And a nice job by the Bengals defense again. Brought down by Dontrell Wilson, his 2nd tackle of the evening. A loss of 1 yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Yeah, the Bengals came out this drive ready to work, ready to get at it.
And maybe anticipating that run a little bit more because, again, I believe they've still only attempted the 1 pass.
Yes, they have, Pat. Only 1 pass so far.
And that reminds me of a little bit about the Padua game last year. They definitely attempted passes, but couldn't get anything going through the air. Relied on that run heavily. Rematch with Padua next week from Brooklyn Memorial Stadium. I believe that'll be our senior night, so please come out to support. Fakes the pitch. He's going to look to throw. He's got a man open, and it's caught. Bruno Cook gets right over the head of Kellen Donnelly. Donnelly trying to drag him down. That's a big fella. He's going to get past the 30 to the 29. A big pickup for the Lancers. And Kellen Donnelly had his hands right there. Just couldn't quite get a fingertip on it. And the Lancers are threatening here once again.
Yeah, Donnelly just tried to cut that one off, maybe get a hand on it, tip it up, and just came up a little too short.
1st and 10 at the 28. The snap. Back to the handoff. This time it's Dunleavy. And dragged to the ground. Norman down there. As well as, let's see who. No, it's Marquise Norman. Powell was down there as well. Gain of 1. Second and 9. And that's really just unfortunate. A really nice throw by Tyler, post guy, and right on the money, just out of the reach of Kellen Donnelly. It's the only reason the Lancers are in this scenario right now. Motion from Lennon. They're going to pitch it back to him. He's going to try for the far side, and he's going to just about get the first down, if not just a little short. They're going to give it to him. First down, Gilmour.
I got to give credit to the Lancers. These play designs are quite unique to catch the Bengals off guard every time. Run the ball different ways, multiple drives. It's pretty impressive.
Quarterback has lined up under center all game long. And we're going to have a whistle and a stoppage, a timeout taken here by Gilmour. Their final timeout. They've taken all 3 here.
Yeah, it's not an ideal spot to take a timeout, 1st and 10, scoring position like this, but.
Definitely. And it's interesting because the score as it is and the situation as it is not. It does not explain the way that this game has gone very well. I mean, one play from Gilmour getting them into this scoring position. Meanwhile, the Bengals had that incredible play with Earl Jackson and then just weren't able to convert on it.
Yeah, it's been a lot of big play and then not so much besides the Bengals' first drive of this game.
So a fresh set of downs for Gilmour inside the 20. Quarterback under center again. On another pitch to Nathan Lennon. Starts slow, tries to speed up, breaks free of a tackle, dragged to the ground by Kellen Donnelly. But a decent pickup on the play. And interesting to note as well, Will Eschke not playing in this game. We just found out like just prior to this game that he, found out last minute he had an injury. He has to get an MRI. Hopefully, it's not bad news. But that's a crucial guy to be missing on this defense.
Yeah, Will Eschke, commander of the defense, middle linebacker spot. He was all over the field last year. I was expecting a lot more today and the rest of the season. Hopefully nothing serious moving forward.
And a team captain as well. 2nd and 4. Motion here, faked handoff, and they will hand it off to Dunleavy, who dives forward. They're going to be probably just short of that first down. Zion Walker in there for another tackle. And Cam Hill as well. 3rd and 2. Gilmour well within field goal range, you would think at this point. Third and short. Dunleavy's in the backfield. More confusion with Gilmour. The snap, it's a pitch to Dunleavy. The Bengals are there. A big hit.
It's Brendan O'Connell's flying in there.
Brendan O'Connell as well as Antoine Livingston combined for the tackle. A loss of yardage sets up 4th and 6. And that is a huge defensive effort. And again, Gilmour's going for it on 4th down.
Yeah, you got to wonder if they just have some kicking issues. The kickoff, and now they're not going to just take the 3 points
Not a whole
here.
lot of confidence in the kicker at all is what we're seeing.
Lancers back in that heavy set.
We have a whistle before the play. I believe this is going to be a timeout taken by Benedictine. That is correct. Just a week, just under a week until school starts back up. I know a lot of schools are already back in. Gilmour probably is. I don't know for sure, but I know a lot of other schools are. Obviously grateful we aren't yet. But you ready, Zach?
Yeah, as ready as you can ever be, Pat.
I know, like at the end of the year, you're like, oh, I want it to be summer so bad. And by this point, you're like, you know, I'm ready to go back.
You get a little bored sitting at home
You
every
do,
now and then.
but I mean, by the end of the first week, it'll be hoping for a break again. And another thing, I've heard a lot of negative reviews, especially from experience, about the turf here at Gilmour. It is very hard. Not a whole lot of, like, you know how Benedictine's brand new turf, which is obviously incredible.
It's
There's
nice
a lot
and
of
soft.
length, not a bit nice and soft. This turf, no mercy. 4th and 6, Lancers going for it. Paz guy under center, handoff to Nathan Lennon. He's going to be short of the first down. No, he stayed on his feet. I don't think he was ever down. He goes into the end zone, and they give them a touchdown.
Wow, Pat.
Nathan Lennon somehow spun off a man that was beneath him and takes it for another touchdown, his 2nd of the game. We'll look at the replay. I don't know.
Looking at this replay, I think he was pretty much down.
That's a pretty insane call. Let's see it one more time. In slow motion. Dragged down there by Dontrell Wilson. He was on top of him. No, I guess he's on his feet. I
think his elbow hit the ground, Pat.
I mean, unfortunately, no replay review.
Yeah. Still a great play by Lennon. The effort is insane. Looking like Caden Forte.
That's right. And now we'll see how the Bengals are going to counter here before the half break. But important to remember, too, the Bengals do get the ball to start the second half.
See if they can double up here.
And our guy Leo down on the sideline just texted, his elbow was down. So, I mean, I see him sitting there. He kind of has the best view right there in between the 10 and the 20-yard line.
Yeah. I thought I saw it, too, on our replay.
We're going to have to go back and look at Leo's clip after the game and see what he has to say. But
yeah, Coach Wilson had to talk with the official, too. Didn't seem too happy about the call either.
Yeah. And so Gilmour going here for a 7-point lead. Snap, hold, the kick is up, and it is good. Nice work there by Frankie Suster. He's 2 for 2 with his PATs. And the Bengals will have 4 minutes and 13 seconds to try and get it back. We thank you all for joining us here on what has turned out to be a beautiful night at Weber Stadium. I don't know what is going on behind us. There is a kid climbing on top of an L screen in a batting cage. That is not a good idea.
Where's the parents? That's the question I'm asking.
Oh, my. That kid, oh, boy. And he just fell. He's all good. Don't worry, guys. But,
successful land.
Wow. Obviously, the beautiful baseball field is right behind us. We were talking about this earlier. We both played on the field as well. A really nice facility here at Gilmour. The athletic complexes, obviously, they have the arena inside this football field, the baseball field, tennis courts. What an incredible setup here at Gilmour.
As good as it gets, high school.
A lot of land out here. And another squib kick. Bengals should just really, oh boy.
Oh,
Kellen Donnelly able to fall on that one at about the 30-yard line, kind of slides out of bounds.
good that he got the ball, but if he would have just let it go out of bounds,
Right. It would have been a little bit
would have gained
more
about
risk.
five yards.
Yeah. Four minutes, 12 seconds to drive down the field. We see Xander Smith coming out onto the near side, Tremel Reese, and Michael Shropshire lined up on the far side. And we've got Iacampo with Caden Forte back in the backfield. He brings Xander Smith in motion. He'll run behind the running back. The snap, Iacampo will hand it off to Caden Forte. He has a bit of a hole. He is eventually taken down by number 7, Roman Babbage. Looked like if Forte kept going towards the outside, he would have had a little bit better of a lane there, just from our vantage point. Obviously, I'm not down there. But a good pickup on first down, making it 2nd and 4. Bengals moving quickly, still 2 timeouts left, 3 minutes, 50 seconds. Gilmour's going to jump here, which is going to give the Bengals an automatic first down. Here's the snap. Iacampo's going to hand it off to Caden Forte. He's going to try to go up the middle. Was initially touched, but actually a really nice job by Caden Forte. He picked up about 6 or 7 yards there.
Yeah, it was a great run by Forte, just pushing the power forward, gaining those extra few yards. Running backs, you always want to fall forward.
So
gain a couple of yards more.
It'll set up a 2nd and 4. Iacampo brings Xander Smith in motion again. The snap, and we have a flag coming in. A false start, I believe, yes, against the Bengals. So the yardage they gained on the previous penalty taken away. A large student section showing. You love to see that.
On the road, too, Pat.
A lot of people showed up. I haven't even looked over there once, and I just looked over there, and
maybe they're not loud enough. You
They
might
aren't
have to go over there at halftime.
At halftime, we're going to have to give them the business for sure.
Give them the business.
2nd and 8. Just over 3 minutes left. Iacampo brings Smith in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Caden Forte. He's going to try for this outside. Can he get a block? He can. Iacampo with a big block as well. Can Forte outrun Grant Boucher? No, he cannot. But a great run. Puts the Bengals inside the red zone. And I just have to say, what a great block by Giovanni Iacampo right there.
That reminded me of Baker Mayfield on the Browns when he used to just
Truck
go
people.
in
Absolutely.
and just absolutely truck people, as you said. It was a great run, great vision by Forte, too, to bounce that outside, let the blocking develop downfield. Great run.
Impressive work. 1st and 10, 2:37 left to go. Motion here from CJ Ganera and Kellen Whaley, the 2 tight ends on the field. Earl Jackson's in the backfield now, giving Forte a break. Hand off to Earl Jackson, wrapped up. He is able to break free. He's finally tripped down. Now, who was that for Gilmour? It's number 9, Dylan Serby. But again, a nice job by Earl Jackson. Immediately met when he gets the ball, but able to be elusive. Him and Forte are so elusive and able to break free for a good pickup of 8 yards. Sets up 2nd and 2. Down to the 2-minute mark. Still 2 timeouts left to go. Bengals trying to punch this in here, which they were able to fail to do last time. Motion from James Jackson running in the backfield. The snap. He's going to go to Jackson. Jackson, a flag comes in. A nice tackle on the play, but multiple flags flying in. And we'll have to see where the penalties are assessed. I think this is on Gilmour from what I can tell. Oh, and they call holding on Benedictine.
Yeah, I think they got Michael Shropshire on the outside, grabbing his corner to give Jackson a good block.
So a 10-yard penalty. It should be a replay second down. So it'll be 2nd and 12. Minute 40 left. 2 timeouts. Campo again, those tight ends in motion in front. The snap, handoff to Caden Forte this time. Dragged down, and so now it's going to be a 3rd and long. Tough situation for Benedictine. And you'd love to punch this in, especially because you get the ball to start the second half. That gives you the chance to get in the lead before Gilmour even has the ball.
Yeah, you want to double up here, Pat. It's crucial to go into
at least
halftime
get a field goal here.
Yeah, with points.
Just over a minute left. Still 2 timeouts on that board. Motion from Shropshire. Campo will throw here. Rolling out to the right side. He's going to take it himself. And he's dragged down inbounds. I believe the Bengals will take their first timeout here.
Yeah, I thought he might have had, I believe, Jackson running across the field, but he just decided to put his head down, take it himself.
Oh, my.
Give him a chance here on 4th down.
Bengals don't take a timeout. It's 4th and 5, and they are going for it. And there's 30 seconds left. They're going to run it down, then take the timeout, and now they might bring on the field goal unit. We'll see.
Yeah, I think the idea there is if you don't convert,
don't give time for Gilmour.
Don't give time for Gilmour, exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised if they went for it, to be honest, though, especially with how far down they are. Not much time for Gilmour. Also, I guess kind of why not? You are getting the ball back anyways to start the second half.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it.
I definitely think they'll be aggressive here and go for it.
And try to take momentum in the locker room, too, because we know how big that could be. They just turned on the lights. Finally, the sun's going down. We can see, so that's wonderful. 4th and 5, and the Bengals are bringing out the offense, going for it here. Let's see what the Bengals can draw up.
Get up from the ground without rolling.
Might see, Bengals might try to make them jump here first and then take another. Yeah, definitely that's what it looks like. And then the Lancers able to hold it, so the Bengals will take their final timeout, and maybe now they'll bring on the field goal unit. But again, I don't think so.
I don't know, Pat. Are they going to double down? Try and go for it again here?
I think so. I think that was just to try and get them to jump and get an automatic first down. Because you have the timeout to burn. May as well. Packed house. What an atmosphere. We're so grateful to be here.
The offense is rolling back out.
Yes, they are. So let's see what they can draw up. The running back is Caden Forte. Campo's in the shotgun. Here we go. Bengals fans making some noise. Campo is going to hand it off to Caden Forte. He's going to break through for what should be a first down, but the Bengals are going to have to hurry it up here.
The clock stops as they move the chains.
Yeah, but I think Coach Wilson calling for a spike. There it is. Okay. So they let that clock run for a couple seconds. I guess they started it a little bit late, but ran for a couple seconds there. It's 17 seconds left on the clock. Second and 10 it should be. Oh, it's 2nd and goal, so that's what it is.
I wonder if the Bengals are going to continue to run the ball here. Or they're going to try and pass it, save some time.
May as well. I mean, you have time to work with. Double motion from Arrieta and Ganera. Ganera stumbling a little bit. Iacampo, handoff Caden Forte, looking for a hole, drag down, 12 seconds left.
Gotta get up and spike it. Gotta get up and spike it.
I don't know if there's time. 6, 5, 4.
It's set.
Gotta go, 2 seconds left, 1 second. They get it off and spike it. There was time on the clock. And they wave it off and take them to the locker room. There was time left on the clock. No, they're going to put time on the clock here.
Yeah, I definitely saw around 0.4 seconds on the clock. I know it's not anything much, but enough to kick the field goal.
It's enough to kick the field goal, absolutely. Or run another play. They're going to bring on the field goal unit with Nate Majors. It's going to be a 19-yard field goal attempt. You would love to get these points here. Yeah, there's definitely time on the clock. And then Gilmour tried to just take their guys off the field. So 19-yard attempt for Nate Majors. A little bit of a chip shot here, 19 yards out. We're waiting. There's no time on the clock. I guess this will be the last play of the half. Not sure what we're waiting for.
I think the official's waiting for them to put the time on the clock. Yeah, 0.3.
Gotcha. Well, this will be the last play. Nate Majors to get the Bengals within 4 going into the half. A big one right here. Snap, hold, the kick is up. It is good. Nate Majors with a big field goal to push the Bengals within 4. They will get the ball to start the second half. It was a fun first quarter here from Gilmour. A lot of ups and downs, but it is the Lancers leading the Benedictine Bengals 14-10 here at the half. Stay right here. We'll have the second half of action and our halftime show coming up soon after the marching bands here on the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network.
Hello. might be the nicest baseball field I've ever seen.
There you go.
Like, that is immaculate. Usually I always should close this. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Well, he leaves for work at like 4 a.m. every morning. So he usually gets home around like 1 or 2. Yeah. Oh, they're huge drinkers. What?
She's talking about fans.
Why don't you want to be in it?
She left. I went to go send a text message and she just took off. Should I just go this way? What do you think?
You're not going to crack your metal.
Nope.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2026 Benedictine Bengals,
That's awesome. Yes.
So those are the 6. And then
One of the moms was like, I'm trying to go through So everybody has the
on your thing? We welcome you back to Weber Stadium here in Gates Mills, Ohio, home of the Gilmour Lancers. At the half, it is the Bengals trailing Gilmour 14-10, Zach. An interesting first half.
Yeah, very interesting. Lancers been able to run the ball all over with Nathan Lennon.
Yeah.
Bengals been doing some good running for themselves with Forte and Earl Jackson, but can't seem to capitalize in the red zone and get the points on the board.
Yeah, I think Earl Jackson and Caden Forte have both looked really good. Ike Campo hasn't had the opportunity to throw a lot of passes, but when he has, he's done a good job. Obviously, Tyler Poe's guy over at Gilmour had that one huge completion which led to the Lennon touchdown. We were talking to a lot of people at halftime. The general consensus is he was down, elbow was down. Everybody was asking us because we had the slow motion replay, but that's what it was. Zach, you want to take us through some first half stats?
Yeah, here we have Nathan Lennon for the Lancers at 13 carries, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dunleavy, 5 carries for 6 yards. And then for Benedictine, we had Caden Forte, 10 carries, 80 yards, and 1 touchdown. And Earl Jackson, 6 for 63.
Nate Majors drilled a 19-yard field goal to take us to halftime. And now the Bengals with an opportunity to take the lead because they get the ball first here in the second half, and that's crucial.
Yeah, they could double up here on points, put a touchdown on the board, go up by 3. That'd be huge for this game, as it seems to be a close-scoring game. It's going to be throughout this tonight.
And so I know we're close to beginning second half action, just about a minute left to go, so we're going to flip around here, get ready for the second half of action. So we prepare for the second half here. Patrick Lloyd, Zach Aid, pleased to be joining you here from beautiful Gates Mills, Ohio. Obviously, the Bengals had a lot of chances they weren't able to quite convert on. But, I mean, I feel like this moment here is huge. You really, really want to get the momentum going into Gilmour's first drive. You have an opportunity to take the lead or get it within 1. Really want to convert.
Yeah, this is huge for the Bengals. Obviously need to put points on the board here, at least gain momentum in this half, and hopefully close out this game.
The other options would work bad. That's probably like I thought maybe about T.
So Gilmour will kick it off. They've had some special teams issues, and it's actually Bruno Kick that's taking the kickoff. And again, it's set up sideways on the block, so you can expect a squib kick. Bengals student section going wild. Squib kick taken in. Kellen Donnelly trouble with it. Ball's free. I think it's picked up by Gilmour. Yes, it is. Well, it was close to disaster all night long, and it finally happens. And all of a sudden, having the ball to start the second half means nothing. Definitely not how you wanted to start this half. Momentum seems like it's out the window. Bengals really gonna have to step it up here on defense. Quarterback Tyler Poe's guy under center, as he's been all night long. Takes the snap, and it's another pitch to Nathan Lennon. He has a hole, breaks free, and a flag comes in. He's gonna go all the way inside the 10. And I believe the flag's going to be on Benedictine here.
Yeah, I think we might see a horse collar call. I think I saw Antoine Smith pulling on Lennon's jersey.
Now Lennon hobbling off the field appears to be in a little bit of pain. But wow, you've got to find a way to stop Nathan Lennon.
Okay, watch. You see him?
He's cramping up down on the sideline.
Let's look.
They got the mustard, so that's good. That's what you need.
I wasn't paying on Luke, but let's tell him. Dark blue.
Look! Look! Look!
Oh, Gilmour.
Go, Gilmour!
We got a kid right by our mic. It'll be a run with Dunleavy. He picks up about 2. 2nd and goal. This kid is literally standing on the bleachers and touching our. Oh, he's touching the microphone. Probably got to get somebody over there. Second and goal. Lennon Pose guy under center. Pitch here. And a nice run from Roman Babbage. Sets up 3rd and goal.
The Bengals really need to come out, get a stop here. Force them, take 3, or go 4 and 4th, you get another stop.
3rd and 4. You'd love to force him to a field goal, but I just don't see Gilmour trying one.
Yeah, I think they're going to be aggressive and go for it on 4th if it gets there.
It'll be a QB sneak. And no call yet.
No signal.
I think they're going to call him just short. Boy, you're going to need a goal line stand here now. 4th and goal. Just about as close as you can get.
Wouldn't be surprised if they go right back to that QB sneak.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting on the ball in a hurry here.
Got to get all the big fellas in there for Benedictine. It's Pose guy, the quarterback.
He's stuffed. He's stuffed. He's short.
Oh, he breaks free. Flag comes in. They're into the end zone for a touchdown. I don't know what the flag is. So we'll hold for a second. I don't know what the call is.
Come on, give it a touchdown.
I don't know what we're doing here.
Watch out, I don't want you to flip over. Be careful.
It's going to be a penalty against the Lancers, pushing them back.
I think the quarterback originally had the ball there, didn't he? And he lost it.
And then
I don't think they could advance the ball after he picks it up like that.
It was Babbage that was trying to go into the end zone, I think. This is going to push Gilmour back 5 yards at least, 6 yards it looks like. So it's going to be 4th and goal at the 6. As we look at the play again on the replay, yeah, it's Babbage trying to get into the end zone. He did, but
I think the issue was that you couldn't advance the ball after picking it up after Pose guy dropped it on the QB sneak.
Yeah. And so it's going to be another attempt at 4th down. Pose guy fakes a handoff, looking to throw, goes towards the corner, it's overthrown, turnover on downs. Gilmour wants a pass interference. I did not see it. Cam Hill.
Yeah, that was great defense there by Cam Hill, back the end zone. Kept his hands away from the receiver, but came up at the right time.
As we saw it there, I mean, with pass interference, I feel like it's got to be a catchable ball, and that's just not.
Yeah, it wasn't a great ball there by Pose guy. Wasn't helping his guy out. But that's a great stop from the Bengals. Stops the momentum, doesn't give it to the Bengals, but just stops it, calms them down here. See if they can get out of their own end zone.
Yeah, now that's the trouble. What an incredible job by that defensive line to hold Gilmour right where they were. And we apologize if you don't hear anything but our voices and us breathing, but our crowd microphone, again, is being stood right next to by a kid. And so, unfortunately, that audio would just overpower us. 1st and 10 for the Bengals at their own 5-yard line. Iacampo with Earl Jackson with him in the backfield. It'll be a handoff to Earl Jackson. Finds a hole, and that's a nice start. Pickup of about 5 yards, 2nd down. And it's important just to get away from that end zone. No! We put the mic on for 1 second, and you hear the devastation of that kid. That's incredible. Incredible soundbite right there.
Huge Lancer fan.
2nd and 5. Snap. Handoff again. This one not going for as much. They're going to be just short of the marker to gain.
I believe it's going to come to a 3rd and 1.
Yeah. Jackson still the running back.
This would be a huge 1st down here. Get a drive starter.
3rd and 1, as you said. Iacampo, handoff. Jackson finds a hole near side, gets the 1st down, and he's past the 25 to the 27, moving the chains for Benedictine.
Yeah, once again, great vision there by Earl Jackson. Get around the O-line, take it outside the tackles, turn it upfield. Bengals going up fast here.
He's away from it now. You can turn it up.
Go that way.
Fresh set of downs for Benedictine. Iacampo takes the snap. Handoff Earl Jackson. He's going to try for the far side. Burst of speed. 1st down again. Earl Jackson.
I mean, I love what I'm seeing out of Jackson in this game. He's finding a hole and he's hitting a burst and he's just going straight through it. He's not hesitating and he just seems to go off of instincts, and I'm loving it.
Will pass you down, okay? Somebody will know
Motion in front, like that double motion we've seen quite a bit. Iacampo fumbles the snap, able to pick it up and run it. Good job by Iacampo. Took a little bit of a big hit, but picks up 6 yards after the fumbled snap. Kind of a disaster turned into something not so bad.
Yeah, I love the composure there by Iacampo, just to pick up the ball, corral it, look at the field, and be able to turn it upfield. Wasn't scared or anything, didn't just fall down. I love to see it.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 after an impressive 5-yard recovery run from Gio Iacampo. Earl Jackson to the right of Gio Iacampo. 2 wide receivers out to the right. Motion from Kellen Whaley. The snap, faked handoff. Iacampo rolls to the right, throws on the run. It's caught by Tremel Reese. He's down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Bengals moving the sticks big time, and the Bengals crowd going wild as Tremel Reese with a huge completion, and what a throw from Gio Iacampo.
Yeah, great throw by Iacampo. He had his eyes inside a little bit, and then he looks downfield, gets the corner to come back down, get it over to Tremel Reese.
First and 10, 7 minutes left here in the third. The snap, a little bit of trouble there, and the ball's free. Oh, boy. I think the Bengals were able to fall on it. But I don't know if, it looked like Iacampo didn't know if he was handing it off or not. That's going to be a big loss. It'll be about 2nd and 15 now. 2nd and 13, they say.
Yeah, that's just one of those little things that a coach just hates to see and just going to eat you out on film after the game.
Benedictine will take a timeout. Got to regroup a little bit, but that play by Tremel Reese, I mean, what an incredible pickup. A much-needed offensive burst for the Bengals. That they needed really badly, honestly. I mean, the run game had been doing so well, but not much had happened through the air at all in this game, and getting that far down the field. But again, we saw an instance like this earlier in the game. Bengals got really far down the field, and then unfortunately all went south from there. And starting off like that kind of the same way.
Yeah, Pat, this red zone offense by the Bengals definitely needs some tightening up.
Right?
Figure some kinks out,
Oh,
but
no.
I think you can be really strong if you just continue to develop this run game as we've seen. Maybe sprinkle in a few more passes here in the red zone.
Second and 13, they're trying to get the Lancers out on the field. Bengals fans going crazy. Clock starts, here we go. Play starts, correction. Motion from Reese and Jackson and the tight ends in front. The snap, handoff Earl Jackson, near side, gets a block, still going, spinning down inside the 5, first and goal Benedictine.
Number 13, number 32,
Earl Jackson just about almost took it to the house, but it's going to be first and goal at about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, just another great burst of speed by Jackson to get in the hole and just take it upfield quickly.
We saw the replay right there. How impressive has Earl Jackson been on this drive, excuse me. The snap, another handoff to him. Hole up the middle, touchdown Benedictine. Earl Jackson gives the Bengals the lead back. A series of ups and downs the entire start of this quarter, and the Bengals finally get that much-needed touchdown to put them back on top tonight. What a drive from Earl Jackson. That's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, Earl Jackson, really the anchor of that drive, starting back all the way on our own 5-yard line.
Absolutely.
Obviously the big play to Tremel Reese, but Earl Jackson really helped that drive go.
Nate Majors to put the Bengals up 3 points. The kick is good. I was going to say should be good. And it is now 17-14. The Bengals are finally back in the lead. Feels like we've been down for a long time.
It does, Pat. It didn't happen how we expected it to, but the Bengals did
Not
end
at
up
all.
doubling up their scores back-to-back, taking the lead here.
I mean, how devastating was it to see that initial kickoff, onside kick, squib kick, whatever you want to call it. Not quite an onside kick, but we knew it was going to beat us one of these times around, and it finally did. But the Bengals were able to recover. Defense with an incredible goal line stand. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. They were pretty much in the end zone, about as close as you can get. Bengals stuffed them. Then to drive 100 yards down the field, that's just about, I mean, if you're the Bengals coaching staff, you're really happy with that sequence of events.
Yeah, it went almost as perfect as it could have.
Absolutely. And under the toughest circumstances possible, and the Bengals performed.
Yeah, you lost all your momentum, gained a little bit back on the stand, and then going all the way down the field like that, it's just beautiful.
And so now it'll be up to the Bengals defense to hold this 3-point lead.
Back to the kickoff. Number 2, number 84, Ryan Wade.
Where is he?
Here we go. Nate Majors to get us back underway finally. Bengals crowd has some life back in it again. We're back underway. Kick taken in. A nice return, but finally flattened. That's Zion Walker again, and I've been really impressed with Zion Walker. The guy, we didn't call his name a lot last year, but we do have a flag coming in. Referees, I've noticed tonight, taking a real long time to make a call.
Hey, it's still week 1, Pat. Even the refs got to work some things out, too, it seems.
And we've been working things out all game. I know if you've experienced some gaps in the broadcast, our internet was knocked loose a couple times. So hopefully we've got that finally figured out. Obviously, where our internet's plugged in, there's no Benedictine people, so, or at least people from our broadcast team. So that's why we have no control over that, unfortunately. But we appreciate you sticking with us tonight, and this is really shaping up to be a really good ball game. And we also, if you're watching us, either you are currently watching us on Rock Entertainment Sports Network, channel 979 on Spectrum 22.1 over the air on Saturday, but if you're watching this live right now on YouTube, you can tune in to a rebroadcast of this game on Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Like I said, Spectrum Channel 979, as this is going to be a penalty against the Lancers.
Offsetting personal fouls.
Gotcha.
That's the Bengals and the Lancers. First down.
As I was saying, you can tune into us on Rock Entertainment, and we are very grateful to have that continued partnership going into our 3rd year with Rock Entertainment Sports Network. First and 10, Gilmour at the 35-yard line after the offsetting penalties. Post guy setting up under center, as he's been doing the entire night. Makes you wonder about the trust in the snapper as well. It'll be a pitch to Nathan Lennon. And the Bengals finally take him down. Antoine Livingston pushes him about a third of the width of the field for the tackle.
Really like what I saw there by the Bengals defense. Setting the edge, making Lennon have to cut back right into one of our guys, Antoine Livingston.
Here we go, 2nd and 6. Motion, a handoff to Lennon. This time he's wrapped up. Good job by the Bengals defense. Andy De Leon coming out of the pile, fired up.
It's a big fella, rocking number 9-9. Love to see it. Got that mentality.
Sets up a 3rd and 9. I don't know about that. 3rd and 8, they'll say. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. 3rd and 8 after a loss of yardage on the play. If you can keep him away from that, hey, no man, mark to gain. Force them to punt for the first time of the night. Post guy rolls out looking to throw, and he underthrows heavily. It was intended for Roman Babbage. And so, Gilmour will bring on the punt unit, something we haven't seen.
Yeah, he was highly pressured there by number 19, Dontrell Wilson. Was all in his face. Just couldn't get that pass off.
Zach, I think our student section kind of matches the Gilmour one. I mean, Gilmour's got a good showing, but I would say in school capacity, there's a big difference. And especially we're on the road, it's good stuff. And before school started, we didn't even get the chance, me and you at morning meeting, to hype everybody up for the game. So love to see it from this Bengals community. Okay, here we go. Grant Boucher will be the punter.
Tremel Reese back there, very dangerous with ball in his hands.
Interesting punt. Reese, it was a tricky one to pick up. Reese able to return it. That's a good return. Sheds off a man. He's still going to the 50. He shook him off, and the Bengals crowd going nuts.
Some nasty stiff arm there on the 45-yard line, Pat.
I mean, he just said, get out of here. We'll look at the replay. Reese takes it in. It was a little bit tough to get, but Reese able to control it. And then he said, get off me. Wow, what a highlight. I mean, that is the definition of get off me. And so it'll be a 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line for Benedictine. Great starting field position. Motion again in front, Whaley and Arietta. The snap, handoff to Caden Forte at running back. Dodges a man, still on his feet. Pushed forward, 1st down, Caden Forte. And it's been consistent, these 10-yard runs, just moving the chains. The running backs are doing an incredible job right now. And then when you need Iacampo, just absolutely dot them up to Tremel Reese. I mean, perfect sequences on offense. I've been really impressed so far. Forte in the backfield with Iacampo in the shotgun. Same motion from Whaley and Arietta. The snap. Another handoff to Caden Forte. He's going to try and push it right up the middle. And I think he's got himself another 1st down. Yes, he does. Caden Forte consistently moving the chains.
Can I just talk about this offensive line for a second, too? On that play alone, I just saw them push the Lancers back 5 yards. As we take a look here, push back about 5 yards for Forte's even at the line of scrimmage. Just can't ask for
It's
better
important. I mean,
guys like that.
With those tackle for losses that we see a lot from the Bengals defense, they're preventing Gilmour from even having a chance at that. Offensive line doing an incredible job. No surprise there. The snap, Iacampo hands it off to Forte again. Cuts back up towards the middle. Caden Forte's got another 1st down. That's 3 in a row.
I mean, when you're running the ball as good as this, there's no need to pass.
I mean, right. Stick with what's working as we watch it again. I mean, that's a nice move. Caden Forte wanted to go to the outside there. Didn't see an opening. Saw it up the middle, kind of juked to the side. And able to just run right past all those Gilmour defenders. So another fresh set of downs. Another run with Caden Forte pushing it up the middle. This time not quite as many yards, but still not a bad pickup. Probably about 4 or 5 yards. We have a player down for the Lancers. It is a lineman, number 54. That's Dylan Davis, the senior offensive defensive lineman. Went down pretty quick, and then the whistles came in. So we saw the replay right there. I mean, you want to talk about ups and downs. This game has really been the definition of that.
Yeah, a lot of ups and downs. Bengals, Lancers. It's going back and forth. It's just insane. But the Bengals have a chance here to cap off this drive and take a big lead, go up by, what?
2 possessions.
Yeah, 2 possessions.
And 10 points, which is feels a lot better than 3, I'll tell you that.
Certainly does.
We're actually going to take a look at the line score right now for this game. First quarter, Benedictine gets that touch on the board. Gilmour with a big second quarter, 14-3. They outscored Benedictine, and then this third quarter has been going real good for Benedictine so far, 7-0, outscoring the Lancers and looking to add to that. But without that second quarter, I mean, it's been all Bengals.
Yeah, it really has been. That second quarter's pretty much an outlier to this game so far, I'd say. They're bringing out the cart now for Davis, so it seems to be pretty serious.
Really
injury.
hate to see that. Obviously, we've seen some instances like this in the past, and it's just heartbreaking to see, especially in week 1 of the season. I mean, that's a senior season.
Yeah.
It's just awful. So, actually, good to see. He's up on his feet, which is really nice.
Didn't need the cart after all.
Didn't need the cart, which is very promising, especially, like I said, for someone in their senior season. While we have the time, we're also going to take a look at the first downs in this game. It has been all Benedictine. 14 first downs. Gilmour has just 4, but it's been those firepower plays that have gotten them in scoring position. I mean, if you lose a game and you're outnumbering the first downs by that much, I mean, you got to seriously take a look and say, boy, we got to prevent those big plays and also the penalties.
Yeah, the penalties for the Bengals been a pretty big issue. But 35 yards off of penalties in the first half.
Yeah. So here we go. Finally ready to get back underway. 2nd and 5. And number 54, that's Dylan Davis, walking on his own power now. So, again, really promising, especially because they brought out the cart. As here's another run. Going to be short of the mark to gain, I think. The first down is at the 5-yard line. Forte is going to be just short, so it's going to be 3rd and 1.
Third down, 2 to go.
They'll say 2 to go. Yeah, it's about 2 yards. There we go. 3rd and 2. Iacampo steps up to the line. Line up in the shotgun. Caden Forte to his left.
Bengals trying to get him to jump off sides.
The snap. Handoff. Forte makes a move. Diving forward. Touchdown. Benedictine. Caden Forte puts the Bengals up 9. What a drive.
I know. Tell me if I'm wrong, Pat. I don't think we passed the ball one time that drive.
You are correct in that. We'll get a look at the replay here. Powering forward. And a nice job by the big fellas. C.J. Ganera pushing him forward. And that's a big score for Benedictine. You needed that badly. So now on for the PAT. And you see Donald Stewart there as well, senior captain. Nate Majors on to put the Bengals up 10. Snap. Trouble with the hold. Nate still drills it. And again, Owen slams. You got to give him some credit. That was a little scary, but he got it down there in time.
Yeah, he's very skilled at the holding position also.
Perfect guy for it. Obviously, Carlton did it, but Slem's got a lot of time last year with Carlton going down.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate injury from Carlton.
Well, look at the replay here, and just look at the job by Owen Slams. Hold comes in, it's on the ground. Owen able to pick it up and get it down there. I mean, that could be a stressful thing, especially with the kicker running in at you, but it's a really nice job. Really cool feature about Weber Stadium. They got the blue lights that shine down on the crowd. Really creates for a cool atmosphere. Bengals ready to kick off once again. Just over 2 minutes left here in this third quarter of action. Kick is away, and it's a good one. Take it in deep at the 10-yard line. They're going to try and move up the side. Big hit. It's Corday Blair.
I haven't seen much of him tonight, but he just made a name for himself on that play.
Find your child.
First and 10 for Gilmour. A stop and score could really hurt the Lancers and potentially put them out. Pose guy brings Lennon in motion. It's going to be a handoff, I believe, to Dunleavy. No gain.
Bengals done a really nice job adjusting the second half to the inside runs at least, being able to stuff them here.
Number 19 down here, Wilson. On the tackle. 1 yard behind, second down to go for Gilmour.
Second and 9. Pose guy takes the snap. Handoff Lennon. Tries for the other side. Wrapped up and taken down. Dontrell Wilson once again.
The Bengals D-line is just feasting right now with all this energy and momentum that they've built this quarter. They just seem unstoppable up there.
And so that sets up 3rd and 9. This is a big opportunity. You got to stop. You force a punt. Opportunity to go up 3 possessions potentially.
I think the Lancers going to go with the toss here to get on the outside with Lennon.
You called it. And he's hit big. Take it down quick. Kellen Donnelly on the tackle. Loss of yardage on the play. 4th and about 13. Kellen and Marquise Norman in there.
And once again, Tremel Reese back there for the Bengals. This time even shorter field position than the last. He's going to make something happen if he's given the chance on this punt.
Absolutely. I mean, Reese is standing on the 45-yard line. See Boucher back out there to punt. Snap is high into the end zone. He's got to pick it up. It's going to be a safety. It's going to be a safety for Benedictine.
Yeah, he dropped it out the back of the end zone.
That's 2 more points for the Bengals, and we're getting the ball. In my years of calling Benedictine football, not once have I seen a safety, and there it is. And the pressure came in immediately, just absolutely nothing to do. I mean, what a chaotic play.
Yeah, I think that's in part of Coach Wilson being special teams coordinator last year.
Yeah.
I mean, really affecting these guys in this unit.
Now up 26-14, and getting the ball back. Why not get 2 more points on the punt attempt? Why not? There's 3 seconds left on the 3rd quarter clock. There was a safety in the scrimmage at Bookdole. I believe it was last week or maybe 2 weeks ago. Similar thing happened. Snap just went right over the quarterback's head through the end zone for a safety, and it's just very interesting. I mean, kind of a rare play in football, and you knew Boucher, the punter, trying to pick the ball up. It was just all over the place. As soon as he picked it up, he was going to be hit. I mean, it was basically a given that it was going to be a safety.
I mean, yeah, for the Lancers, honestly, that's best case scenarios. It's a safety and not a touchdown for the Bengals, so they pick it up.
That's true. That's true. So at that point, do you just let it go?
Yeah, if it's heading out of bounds, might as well. But I think he was trying to pick it up, maybe fall down on it. Just couldn't corral it. The Lancers still have the ball flat on the ground.
Yeah, let's see. But the Bengals pushed up further here. Bouncing kick. It's going to be Caden Forte scooping it up with no issue. Try for the other side. Nice job as the clock expires. The 3rd quarter is over. It was a big one for Benedictine. They now lead this game 26-14. They came in down by 4, and they are up by 12. We're going to step aside. We'll have the 4th quarter to close it out. Coming up next, stay here. You're watching the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to Weber Stadium. Bengals getting the football here after a safety to close out the quarter. And Benedictine here with a chance to go up big to start this fourth quarter and potentially put this one out.
There he is. I see him.
It's a run, not going too far, about 2 yards on the play. Second and 8. More noise down there by our mic. I guess people don't know what a mic is, or I guess to be quiet near one. As here's a run with Earl Jackson. He's tripped up. Nice job by Nathan Lennon.
Yeah, it's a great open field tackle by Lennon there.
So now it's 3rd and 8 in a drive where you were really hoping the Bengals would go down, score a touchdown.
I mean, worst case scenario here, Pat. Hopefully, worst case scenario is you're putting them in terrible field position here on a punt.
Yeah. Motion here from Kai Caldwell. The snap, a faked handoff. Iacampo rolling, pressure, tipped. And a nice job defensively by Gilmour's number 6, Teddy Geiner. Knocked that pass down, forces 4th down. Bengals had the tight end rolling out. Could have potentially picked up some yardage there, but a nice job by Geiner to knock it down. Sets up 4th down. 4th and 8. Bengals are going to...
Looks like the offense is staying on the
they're
field.
They're going to keep the
right
offense
now.
out there. I mean, may as well, right? Maybe they're thinking it's too short of a field to punt.
I mean, when you're up this much, and your defense is playing as good as it is, I don't see the hurt in just trying to put them deep in their own end zone. Going for 4th and 9.
The snap, faked handoff, flag comes in. This might be on the Lancers as it comes in front of the play. No, it's going to push the Bengals back. Almost certainly will punt now, right? No. Delay of game against the Bengals is the call.
I'm not sure I'm in love with this going for it, especially now after the penalty.
Either way, here it is. Iacampo given a chance. But again, think about the momentum that can come if you pick this up and you go for a touchdown. And I feel like you may as well. Again, like you said, the defense has been playing really well. But,
I'm just not sure this is the time to take the shot. Put him out the game.
We will see if it's worth it. Iacampo fakes handoff, looks to throw, goes towards the near sideline. It's caught, but they're going to be just short. It was a nice play, and without the penalty yardage, it would have gone for a 1st down. James Jackson marks short, and it's a turnover on downs.
I think we met in a happy medium there. It wasn't disaster on the play, but
No,
still didn't
not at
pick
all.
up the 1st down.
Yeah. And, I mean, then you just look back to the penalty on that play. So Gilmour will get the football back. And now that the sun is down, I mean, you can't ask for a better night for some high school football, especially because we're outside, first of all.
I mean, this is beautiful. Friday Night Lights, week 1. Can't ask for better weather, better conditions.
Perfect. So it'll be the Lancers trying to counter here. Only down 12 points. Game's certainly not over with.
Especially as we've seen the Lancers have home run ability with these
Yes,
plays.
they do, especially with Nathan Lennon. I mean, what a player he's been. Looking to throw, it's complete. Sheds a tackle, still going. Initially taken down, the ball is free.
Bengals ball.
Bengals come away with it.
Wow, what a hit there.
We're going to have to look at the replay. It was complete to number 17, Braden Phillip. Cam Hill comes in, and then who knocks it free? Who's that right there?
Gabe Dolan.
Antoine Livingston, and Gabe Dolan eventually knocks it free. It was scooped up. There's a pile there. We'll wait and see. I don't know, but Gabe Dolan forced fumble.
Great little punch out there from the linebacker.
And now, so now do you think going for it on 4th down is worth it? You get the ball right back in the same spot.
I guess I'll eat my words on that
They're
one.
proving you wrong out here, play by play. And if you're Gilmour, you got to be devastated by that. A chance to fight back finally. And then it's gone immediately.
I'd really like to see the offense capitalize. Now's the time where you go. You go for the big shots. You try and take advantage of the game. After
Still
that.
10 minutes and 22 seconds left. Caden Forte's in the backfield. A flag comes in. Benedictine, I believe.
I mean, these penalties are really piling up here.
That's another delay of game on us. Another delay of game on Benedictine, pushing them back.
Coaches are not going to be happy about this tomorrow.
5-yard penalty again. 1st and 15. Run with Forte. He was met pretty quickly. Still able to pick up about 2. Now, I guess you'd rather be making these mistakes in week 1 than in week playoffs, right?
Certainly, Pat. Certainly.
Dominic.
Campo brings Sonny Arietta in motion. The snap, handoff, Caden Forte, stops up, hits the Jets, and he goes for a good pickup, just about 2 yards short of that 1st down. That's a big play there to make it, instead of a 3rd and long, a 3rd and manageable.
I mean, I'm just in love with the way Caden Forte and Earl Jackson run the football.
I mean, it has been really impressive.
I mean, Earl Jackson hits the hole with so much speed. Caden Forte has more patience, but still has a little burst, and his vision of both of them is outstanding.
And then just the quick acceleration from going slower and then all of a sudden the speed. I mean, doesn't take long. Big run, Forte, 1st down, plows through a man. He's inside the red zone, down to the 15-yard line. 1st down, Bengals. Moving the chains once again, Caden Forte didn't stop up that time. He was going right off the get-go, powering through for a 1st down. But the way this run game is moving, I mean, Bengals really might not have to rely on throwing the ball too much. But, I mean, they can. We've seen it in this game. They've got a great quarterback and great receivers, too. A little bit of miscommunication here. Campbell's going to run it himself towards this near side. Dragged down, but he gets inside the 10. It's going to be about a 5, 6, 7-yard pickup, maybe even 8 yards. Hit a little stiff arm there to delay as we watch the replay.
I mean, work. Pat, that's the 2nd time today we've seen Campo improvise.
That's right.
On plays
broken play.
On broken plays. Yeah. He's calm. He's a senior now, obviously. He's a little bit more veteran presence and just knows what to do.
Gio Campo. This is a design quarterback. Run up the middle. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown. Gio Campo.
It wasn't even touched on that one, Pat. Just wide open.
Not at all.
Right up the middle.
And the Bengals offense has come alive in this game. They've exploded for 32 points. As we watch the run again, 22 of those points in the 2nd half. Now the Bengals up 18, make it no good, so it'll be 18. It's Majors. He's had a little bit of a bumpy night. He's made some good kicks, but He has missed twice, and we saw this with Bryce Mayteen a couple years ago. The Chris Maloney year, we call it, obviously. But at the beginning of the season, just, get the nerves out, and from there on, he was automatic. So we have faith Nate Majors will be just fine.
Yeah,
and he still provided a pretty important piece of this Bengals offense tonight.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Nate Majors at all. This kid's going to bounce back. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He's going to be great.
Yeah, she's running around here. I've been running for that half hour. I watched like 5
And so the Bengals will kick off. 7:56 left and a big lead for Benedictine now. Really impressive stuff.
Number 2, Michael Shaw. Number 4, Ron Williams, back to City, the kick.
And I know we mentioned it in the pregame. With this tough schedule you got to win this game. Because there's some games that are up in the air. Cardinal Mooney, I mean, they're a state championship favorite for Division 5. St. Ignatius, I mean, just almost beat state champion, back-to-back state champion Avon. And so you got some games that you know are going to be tough later on.
Yeah,
you can't afford to lose one to Gilmour here.
Yeah, VASJ also.
That's right, and it's all in 3 straight games.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough stretch later in the season, but this one, it's not exactly as we said, it's not a must-win game, but it's a must-win game in a sense.
Right. You hate to put that tag on a game in week 1 of the season.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah. We've got some fun games this year. I'm pretty pumped up. Obviously, next week we hope you join us in person for what, again, I believe is senior night. I don't want to say officially, but I'm about 90% sure that's going to be senior night week 2 against Padua. We've played some really good games against Padua. Obviously, an offensive explosion of a game, 42-28 in the regional semifinal in 2024, and then 7-0, kind of the exact opposite last year at Padua's place. And so the Bengals will host Brooklyn. Might look a little bit differently from last time we were there. They got new turf, new video boards, so you want to check it out, definitely come out. But we will have the coverage once again on the BSBN.
Yeah, I'm real excited for that one, Pat, next week.
Got a couple fun ones coming up. And we are already confirmed to be on the road at Lutheran West week 3 as well. As there's a run from Lennon. He's taken down. Another one by Dontrell Wilson.
Well, Lennon seems to be hurt.
And he has cramped in this game. He seems frustrated.
Yeah, I think he's just cramped again.
And I know some of the Benny guys know Nathan Lennon, and from what I've heard, is nothing but positive things. I mean, just an outstanding human being, an outstanding athlete, that's for sure. So obviously we hope the best for Lennon in his senior season as well. He's played really well, good game. Tiptoeing, obviously the questionable call happened there, and but tiptoeing along that sideline, he's got a lot of talent, and he's going to do a lot of things in the track world again this spring. A little pitch back here, Bengals all over it.
Ball.
Pitch to Roman Babick. We've seen him a lot tonight. Marquise Norman in there again on the tackle. And it's so great to have Marquise Norman out there. One of my defensive players of the game for sure.
Yeah, him and Dontrell Wilson.
Yeah.
Outstanding job setting the edge after losing Tyrell O'Neal and O'Connell.
O'Connell, right. And Jonathan Spikes, who played really well on defense. Yeah.
Great job replacing them.
So now it's 3rd and 9. Poe's got to throw. A bullet, complete. Big hit by Antoine Livingston. I think the ball came out. He was down first. They did not pick up the first down. Oh no, they're going to give him. Wow. They gave him the first. I didn't think he got it, but
it was definitely close call there, Pat.
Big hit by Livingston there. We'll look at the replay. A great throw from Poe's guy, and again, a big hit by Livingston. Ball did come out there at the end of the play. He was already down.
I love the physicality out of a corner / kind of safety role that Livingston plays.
6:08 left. snap. Post guy, hands off. Outside run is not going anywhere. A flurry of Bengals. Wilson, Donnelly, Marquise Norman. Sincere Wilson in there too. Obviously, really happy. I know we just mentioned, but really happy for my guy Marquise. Just a great guy. We obviously did a Good Morning Benedictine last year together, you know.
Yeah, I had my English class when he first transferred to Benedictine.
He's going to heave it deep here. Livingston, what a catch! He picks it off! Oh my goodness! Antoine Livingston might be the play of the year in week 1. What a play!
What an acrobatic catch there, Pat. Being able to adjust his body and the concentration on that ball.
We will look at it again. Post guy just heaved it in the air.
Pressure in his face.
Unbelievable, right over the head of the Gilmour defender. I mean, if you're Braden Phillip on that play for Gilmour, what can you even do?
I mean, that was just outstanding coverage in the first place, and then just seal it off with that amazing catch is just ridiculous.
Wow. I thought maybe he had a chance. I thought it was over his head, though. But that is one of the best plays that you will see from a DB, especially when you've got the wide receiver basically underneath you.
I mean, his ball skills are just insane. We saw
Livingston had a pick in both of the scrimmages as well.
Yeah.
Pick 6 at both.
And he just laid that big hit, too. He's been all over the field.
Absolutely. Antoine Livingston chance coming from the student section. The snap. Handoff Forte. Hit that's Earl Jackson. My apologies. Didn't go very far. Loss of 1. Just checked. We've got a Cleveland Guardians update. Only saying this because I'm a little surprised. They're tied at 1 down in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. Petey Halpin, solo shot. Known power hitter, obviously. It's going to be Iacampo throwing. It's batted down by Babick.
Yeah, that was a dangerous throw there, Pat. If Babick gets his hands on that a little bit more, he could be going the other way for 6.
Yeah. And you think if Gilmour does get a huge turning play like that, as we look at the replay, just kind of stepped in front. 2 Bengals there, Shropshire and Jackson. That could potentially get Gilmour back in this game.
Mike.
Now that's a little bit funny because the lady that you just heard is trying to get the attention of a person named Mike while saying it into a mic. So that is what that was. A timeout was taken. That's going to be the Bengals' second timeout. Slow the game down a little bit here. 3rd and 11. But again, at this point, not trying to do too much. Again, we really appreciate everyone that's tuned in. If you're tuned in on YouTube, I know we're pretty close to 2,000 subscribers. So if you are watching on YouTube, you won't ever miss any of our live streams in the future if you go down and click that subscribe button. Not to be that guy, but love to get us to 2,000 before the end of the season. Here we go. 3rd and 11. Iacampo in the shotgun. We haven't seen him under center much tonight. Earl Jackson's the running back. No wide receivers here on this near side. It's a handoff with Jackson. He finds this near side. Big hit. He's going to get the first down, but there's flags on the play.
Yeah, it looks like it's probably coming back with the hold.
Yep, holding against Benedictine. So, yes, it is coming back, holding on the Bengals. Yeah, that was pretty predictable as soon as we saw that flag come in.
Yeah, you don't often see a running back hit that big of a hole on the edge without a tackle or a guard holding someone in.
A lot of Gilmour folks beating the traffic here. We'll be the last ones out of here, so it doesn't matter.
Will be no traffic to beat for us.
That's right. 3rd and 22. Clock's running. Just over 4 minutes left in the ball game. Handoff. Earl Jackson, or excuse me, that's JoJo Williams, the freshman, getting in the ball game. That's a nice run. I believe that's the first of his career.
I mean, it's a great start for his career at Benedictine. Great first run. Obviously doesn't really do much for this in this game in the grand scheme of things, but it's a nice little run for him.
And impressive to see JoJo Williams as a freshman. I mean, you don't usually see a freshman playing varsity that much. I mean, obviously Gilmour has a lot of freshmen on their roster, but at Benedictine, that's not something you see all day, every day.
Yeah, it's really not. Only, 2 on the varsity roster.
Right, and one's the other kicker. So
exactly. Really impressive that he's even here.
4th and 13, the Bengals.
Just letting the clock run out here. Taking time out.
May as well. They'll use their final timeout. 3:12 left on the game clock. Bengals looking to put this one away. And I would say generally this is a really good way to start your season. I mean, they fought through adversity in this game. We saw a little bit of everything. Bengals got on the board first. They also went down. And then they fought back. And the defense with a shutout here in the second half. Actually, can we see that line score again? Here we go. Benedictine outscored Gilmour 16-0 in that third quarter, and then outscoring them 6-0 here in the fourth. I mean, that's just crucial.
I mean, huge turning point in this game was Bengals getting that goal line stand on the first drive by the Lancers in the third quarter. I mean, Lancers coming out big, only making the Bengals settle for a field goal coming out of the half, then get the ball on an onside kick, basically. And then getting that huge goal line stand for the Bengals really shifts the momentum and then going down the field scoring, which is huge.
Benedictine will punt. Majors takes it in, sends it deep. Great punt. Fair catch called for.
Yeah, it was a great punt by Nate Majors, getting a lot of hang time, forcing the Lancers to have to take a fair catch.
Did you find him? You got him? Is Dad over there?
1st and 10 for Gilmour. They got 3 minutes and 5 seconds left. See, with being down 17, if you're down, or correction, 18, if you're down by 16, I mean, you can get your 2 touchdowns and get your 2-point conversions, but, I mean, they're down 3 possessions here, which, I mean, with 3 minutes left, pretty much, I mean, crazy things have happened, but you're feeling pretty good right now as a Bengals fan. Post guy, pressure! Oh, my goodness! Taken down, hit as he threw, coming off the edge. DJ Garrett was flying in. I mean, that was very impressive. Pass was incomplete, making it 2nd and 10.
Oh, they're making.
Quarterback switch. I mean, he was hit big.
Yeah.
It'll
Just-
now be Joseph
protocol.
Terranova, junior quarterback. Motion in front, handoff, taken down pretty quickly. CJ Ganera on the tackle. Run was with Dunleavy. Oh, and Slemps. Possible I read the number wrong. Apologies if that's the case, but in-house they say it was Slemps. I believe that's correct. Yes, not Ganera. My apologies. Owen Slemps on the tackle. The snap, pitch back. Hitting the hole with speed, but not too big of a pickup. Another run with Dom Dunleavy. Sets up 4th and 7. They're going to punt. And this should just about do it. The Bengals will be able to get a victory formation here pretty soon. Lancer's taking a long time in the huddle. Clock is just running.
Yeah, I think they're just going to.
Finally, a timeout taken by Gilmour. Minute 30 left, so yeah, that'll pretty much do it, Zach. Lot to be happy about tonight.
Yeah, a lot to be happy about tonight for the Bengals. Obviously, the run game, astonishing. Just absolutely great with both Jackson and Forte. Both of them seem to be elite runners throughout today. Just no stopping them. And then obviously Icampo just doing what he's asked, getting the job done, not doing too much with the ball, just being smart. And then this Bengals defense obviously came up to play. Had a rough second quarter.
Yeah,
but came to play the second half.
Dominated the rest of the 3.
Insane.
As for the Lancers, they'll host Holy Name here a week from tonight. Hopefully you're able to get a bounce-back win. But Holy Name's solid, and I know those two teams played a good game out in North Royalton last year.
Go up there with Gigi first. Climb up there. Coming up. Please. Sweat like a dog.
Bengals jump there. Number 93 jumped for Benedictine. Jordan Walker, the sophomore. Got a lot of the young guys in here now. That'll make it 4th and 2. It'll be interesting. Will the Lancers punt here now? Or will they just go for it? I would assume they'll still punt.
No, I think they're going to go for it.
Terranova, the quarterback, is out there. Motion in the backfield from Babick. Handoff. Dunleavy, 1st down. So that'll make this take a little bit longer. Clock running at this point in time. Minute 10 seconds left. Another flag coming in. I don't know. It looks like Gilmour might have jumped first. Yeah, that's going to be the case. It's a false start against the Lancers. Going to start that clock back up. He said, ref wants him to do it. They're not doing it. There it goes, finally. Under a minute left. A flag flies in because, of course, nice run here with the quarterback Terranova to pick up a first down. There is a flag. Crowd making some noise. Clock stopped at 47 seconds. This is going to be a penalty against the Lancers. I didn't catch what it was, but that's going to push them back. Clock running again. Under 40 seconds left. Run here. Taken down. 20 seconds left.
Seems the Lancers might just let this one run out.
That's going to do it for the ball game. Bengals take it by a final of 32-14. A huge second half. 22 unanswered points to beat the Gilmour Lancers. Advance to 1-0 and a big win here in Week 1 on the road. So many good things tonight from these Benedictine Bengals. A lot to be happy about. We're going to step aside for a quick moment. We'll be back to wrap up this one. Stay right here. You're watching the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network. We welcome you back to Weber Stadium. Again, the Bengals win this one 32-14. Zach, a lot to be happy about tonight.
Yeah, if you're the Bengals, you're coming out of this ecstatic. A few things to tweak, a lot of penalties. Obviously, the coaches aren't going to love that. But obviously, run game was amazing from both Forte and Earl Jackson. Just amazing. Gio obviously did his job perfectly as QB. Defense also major standout. Antoine Livingston, huge cornerback play from him. Huge interception, big hits. Gabe Dolan with the forced fumble as well. A lot of things to be happy about on defense and offense.
So that's going to do it for our telecast tonight. We'd like to thank our entire outstanding crew, our director of replay, Mr. Brian Devers, our switcher, Jonathan Queener, our audio, Devin Heston, our scorebug and graphics, Matthew Lloyd, and then our cameras, Dresden Washington, Quentin Triplett, Kendall Harris, and then obviously thanks to Leo, our drone pilot, as well as our photo team leader. So that's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We hope that you join us next week at Brooklyn for our senior night. But if you can't be there, we will be there. We'll have coverage for you once again. So that's going to do it for me and Zach tonight. Again, Bengals winners tonight, 32-14. For Zach 8, I'm Patrick Lloyd saying, so long, everybody. Go Bengals.